Big Boss, a man with the spirit of the warrior and the heart of a poet. Throughout his adventures in the Metal Gear Solid series, he's gone up against insurmountable odds. He's fought men who can manipulate electricity, freaks who breed bees inside their bodies, super soldiers with the ability to flash freeze others and move in the blink of an eye. Yes, Snake has over the course of each game taken down what is basically a unit of the X-Men. There lays one of the many appeals of the MGS series. Snake is a normal agent who does battle with superpowered individuals and comes out on top every time. We're led to believe it's his training, combat expertise, tactical mind, and years of experience why Big Boss always emerges the victor. I believed that until I saw this. Did Boss just lift up a fucking Metal Gear? That was pretty much my reaction to seeing this the first time. Now, we all know Raiden is outfitted with cyborg enhancements to allow him to lift great weights, like the time he lifts a fucking Metal Gear Ray. And we know that Solid Snake is a genetically enhanced super soldier. However, Big Boss, the original Snake, the one from whom both Liquid and Solid were cloned, is just a normal man. Or was he? Today, I'm going to be proving that Big Boss not only has superpowers, I'm going to prove he has the most powerful ability we've seen across the entire Metal Gear series. To start, let's take a look at this clip again. You can clearly see, using nothing but his hand, Snake is able to push up, fighting against the gargantuan machine trying to crush him. If the player is able to press triangle fast enough, Snake will take the weight of the Metal Gear above him, not just lifting it, but pushing it with enough force to throw it, causing the tank to shake. Now, while there's no recorded weight for the Cocoon type Metal Gear Snake is lifting, we can easily tell it's well over 500 tons. When Kaz asks Metal Gear engineer Huey how much the Peace Walker model weighs, he tells him about 500 tons.
Sink it in the lake! With that much water pressure, even the tiniest crack should be enough to flood the innards. The AI pod is a mass of highly sensitive electronics. Short the contacts and the signal will stop.
How much does that thing weigh?
500 tons.
It's hopeless. We can't move that thing.
Seeing as Peace Walker is built for mobility and all it really is a thin line on metal struts, we can safely say the heavily armored Cocoon is well over 500 tons. Furthermore, the Cocoon bears a resemblance to, I'm gonna butcher this, the Land Cruiser P-1000 Rattata, a design for a super heavy tank for use by Nazi Germany during World War II. The tank was planned to be 1,000 metric tons, taking in mind Metal Gear's real-life inspiration, along with the in-lore explanation of being heavier than 500 tons. Big Boss is able to lift anywhere between 500 to 1,102 tons, or more accurately, between 453.529 to 907.185 metric tons. So that means at least Big Boss is able to bench 6.6 regular tanks, or at most 16.6 heavy-ass tanks. Now, I know what you're thinking, Andrew, that can't possibly be true. If Snake has super strength, why doesn't he punch down doors and kick over trees? Well, ready your mind to be blown even wider open than your currently gaping jaw. So Snake is a stealth expert. He's been trained to infiltrate enemy strongholds undetected. Punching holes in walls and throwing enemy guards 7 feet in the air will give away his position. He's really strong, but not bulletproof. Just like any normal man, a bullet in the head will put him down for good. But perhaps this explains why Snake is able to take so much punishment. His strength perhaps also allows him to power through physical things like pain. Also, the amount of guns and gear Snake carries at any one time is a staggering amount. I mean, by the time you finish Snake Eater, Boss is a walking arsenal, carrying various rifles, handguns, grenades, rocket launchers, and even live animals. So this leads us to the question, why don't we see Snake often display his abilities when doing battle with superpowered squads, like the Cobra unit or Foxhound? Snake hides his powers so people will underestimate him, and it's just plain easier to shoot a guy than it is to lift up something heavy and throw it at them. Guns are a more convenient way of dealing with people. It's literally just point and shoot, which is heaps more convenient than picking up something big and trying to kill a guy with it. I think Snake uses his powers throughout the games, but in a more subtle way, as not to alert his enemies to his immense strength. He can carry people and numerous amounts of weapons without feeling fatigue or slowing down, even instantly knocking men out by tossing them into walls or the ground. During his career as an agent, it's important to note Big Boss has never been physically overpowered by anybody except his mentor, the Boss, also known as the Joy, which leads me to think the Joy has similar or the same powers as Big Boss. In Metal Gear Solid 3, you find out both Snake and the boss have been exposed to harsh radiation. In 1954, Snake was involved in the Bikini Atoll test of the first airborne detonation of a hydrogen bomb. Unlike most of his friends present during the test, Snake did not develop symptoms of leukemia, thyroid cancer, or radiation poisoning, but was rendered sterile. Perhaps the radiation was the source of his strange powers, as it had no negative effects on him aside from being unable to have children. The boss said she was drawn to Snake because of the similar experience with radiation the two have undergone. We know anything Snake does during gameplay can be taken as 100% official canon. Just to show you it's Big Boss's raw power alone, I tried this again, only this time is naked except for a pair of pants. This is to prove he isn't getting help from a muscle suit like old Snake or from cybernetic enhancements like Raiden. Even Venom displays at least a portion of Big Boss's power when he manages to hold Quiet down by himself.
Stop this! Now!
This is an amazing feat, considering Quiet is strong enough to lift two grown men at once, each in a single hand, and a simple flick from her leg is enough to send somebody flying. Maybe Boss chose Venom to carry on his name because he underwent a similar mutation. Either way, Big Boss is not just a hero, he's a superhero. Spider-Man can lift at maximum 10 tons. Big Boss can lift 500 to 1,000 tons. He's like 100 times stronger than Spider-Man. Did I just blow your mind? Why not subscribe? Or if you want some more Metal Gear goodness, I've got another review right here, and a review of Phantom Pain. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Biff Bolt, out.